Volvo 1641973-75. The Volvo 164 is a four-door, six-cylinder luxury sedan unveiled by Volvo at the Paris Motor Show early in October 1968 and first sold as a 1969 model. 46,164s were built before the car was succeeded by the 264 in 1975. The 164 was Volvo's first venture into the luxury segment since the end of PV60 production in 1950, and was the first six-cylinder Volvo since the PV800 last produced in 1958. Jan Wilsgaard designed what would eventually become the 164 in the late 1950s as a concept car called the P358 and powered by a V8 engine. The front styling was inspired both by the Wolseley 699 and the Volvo P1900. In 1968 Volvo introduced the 164 as a luxury version of their 140 series. The wings, the grille, the front bumper, the bonnet, the headlamp bezels, and the front indicators were all unique to the 164. To accommodate the long 3-liter six-cylinder engine, the 164's wings and bonnet were longer than those of the four-cylinder 140, but the overall height and width of the 164 were the same as the 140 series. The interior featured a simulated wood-grain dashboard face and leather seating surfaces. Introduced the same year as the BMW E3, the 164 was Volvo's answer to the Mercedes-Benz 250 and Jaguar XJ6. The 164 compared favorably in terms of fuel economy with similarly sized six-cylinder European cars such as the BMW 530. In 1972 an update saw the introduction of fuel injection to the 164 with the B30, high compression, and B30F, low compression, engines which utilized Bosch G-Jetronic injection. Also for 1972 the dash was slightly revised with the introduction of a center console on some of the dash switches, as well as the clock, were moved to it as well as being redesigned. The flush-mounted pull-style door handles also appeared for the 1972 model year. In 1973 the 164 received a major facelift including new rear and side lamps, a new grille and front bumper, and a new instrument cluster and dashboard which included air ducts. In 1974 the doors were revised and strengthened and the vent wings were eliminated due to the panel vents introduced in 1973, and the 164 became one of the earliest cars to offer heated seats. The instrument cluster changed slightly with the introduction of the bulb failure indicator, and the fuel gauge received revised markings with the 1/2 mark moved to the center of the gauge and the red reserve section shrinking significantly. Underneath, the floor pan was revised and the fuel tank was moved from the boot floor to closer to the rear axle for better protection in the case of an accident. A limited edition of the 164, the 164T, was made only in 1974 and only for 3 markets, Great Britain, Germany and Australia. The 164T had extra accessories fitted as standard, being air conditioning, 4-speaker 8-track player with radio, headlight wipe, wash system, rear headrests, rear reading lamps and a fully carpeted boot with lighting. This more upmarket version was only available in 3 colors, being metallic light blue, color 111, metallic copper, color 105, and metallic teal, color 115.